what's going on everybody, Bifey here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Photoshop tutorial, and it is on borders. When it comes to making signatures, I think everyone should have a border around their signature. So I'm going to be going over 3 basic ways to do a border, and when to use some of them, and why I think they're important, which method's my favorite, etc. So the first one we're going to be doing, you need to make a new layer above all your things, and remember, border should be the last thing you do. When you're done with the signature, add the border. And for this one, you're going to take the select tool and just select the entire image. Go up to edit, stroke, and genuinely you want to pick a darker color. I think it looks more professional, but if your signature calls for a white or even a purpley color or whatever color you want to do, it doesn't really matter, but typically black looks professional, clean, and a lot of people like it. And you want to keep your width between 1 or 3. 3 is pretty big, 2 is about average, and 1 is just a small, neat border. I usually go with about 2, so it does stick out a little bit more, and it just looks clean and crisp, and it's really effective. It's the little things that matter when it comes to making signatures. So that's the first method. It's a really low-risk method, and works great with a lot of signatures. Now for the second one, you're going to be making the new layer again. And this time you're going to select this top part and make it somewhat big, but don't make it, too big, obviously. Get your fill bucket, once again, either use black or white. Most of the time I use black because it looks professional. And just fill in the top like this. And you're going to come down to the bottom. You're going to do the same thing, but typically you want to make the bottom one a pixel or 2 smaller, because how our eyes work is a bottom border on a piece of artwork is always going to look bigger than the top one. I don't know why that is, but I didn't make the rules, so just my personal advice, your bottom one will always look bigger, so if you make it a bit smaller, it'll make them look even. And this is also an effective method. A lot of people use this, and you can even combine this method with the stroking one and do edit, stroke, and do this, and it gives the thin borders on the outside and the thick on the top. Really, whatever you guys want to do, just play with it, but a lot of people do like this method. For the third one, you are not going to use this new layer. You are going to use an apply image. You're going to go up to, on your new layer, apply image, yes, and it should give you a new image that is above all of yours, and you're going to select the top, a very small, and you're going to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. You're going to bring up the saturation a little bit, probably around 30, give or take, depending on how much color your signature has and etc. I'll do about 29, I guess. And you can raise the lightness if you want. If you do, not very much, raise it probably 1 or 2. And you're going to do the same with the bottom. Once again, make it a little bit smaller because of the optical illusion placed on your eyes. Go about the same, even a little bit lower if you're in dark parts compared to light. Really doesn't matter. In the end, it just gives a nice vintage look along the top. This method is pretty risky depending on your signature. This only works for some signatures. Other ones it won't work too well, and I use this method very rarely because, like I said, it's a risky method. So for this signature, I'm just going to use the simple stroke, edit, stroke, 2 pixels, and maybe I'll even do the thick black bars along the top. Make a new layer. And no, I want to keep most of his hair in. So yeah, I really like this method the most. Just the thin black line. It's a low risk, it's very effective, and it just makes it look clean. So overall, guys, try to put borders on all your signatures. That's the first thing you look for when you're looking at professional signatures, is if they have a border or not. And it seems kind of silly at first, but the more you make signatures, the more you'll realize how important it is. So this has just been a small tutorial that I don't see too many people touch base on. So this has been Bifey, and remember, it's the small things that count when making a signature. And I'm out, guys. Peace.